that I have prepared.
During its regional sittings in northern Uganda, Parliament discussed a petition from the Environmental Governance Institute of Uganda. The institute, on behalf of the project-affected persons, sought Parliament's intervention in the Karuma Hydropower Project.
The project-affected persons were complaining of inadequate compensation for claims that arose from 1, the procurement of land, 2, the displacement.
Since 2011, the government initiated plans to launch the Karuma Hydropower Project. In 2012, the Resettlement Action Plan was introduced after identifying about 3,723 people affected by the project. Herbert Ariko, the Member of Parliament for Soroti City East and Chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Environment and Natural Resources, presented a report to Parliament. The report identified several loopholes in the implementation of the Resettlement Action Plan. Despite government efforts to compensate some claimants, about 119 families have not received monetary compensation, while 125 who requested resettlement have not been accommodated.
As a consequence of delay, we have ended up getting penalties.
The ministry commits to expeditiously resettle the PAPs subject to availability of funds for the construction of the facilities.
Herbert explained the amount valued and the disturbance compensation rate.
The disturbance allowance rate was increased to by 15% to 30%, pushing the compensation rate to 6.3 billion.
The committee's report agreed with the petition, highlighting that imposters posing as landlords were also seeking compensation. The Minister of State for Energy and Mineral Development, Fiona Nyamtoro, committed to investigating these imposters to ensure that rightful landlords are identified.
And we call upon the support of Parliament in seeing that our budgeting for the financial year 2025-2026 is prioritized.
Minister Nyamtoro faced intense questioning from MPs who demanded a clear timeline for when the affected individuals would be compensated.
Government may take even 10 years by saying we have not yet got the fund. Rather, Speaker, is it procedurally right?
In the face that our people are suffering, because I can't give you my land, carry out a project, then you want me to wait for 3, 5, 6 years.
And also that's why there is a window where someone feels the route for Parliament is short, they take the one of court. There are those who have taken the one of court because the one of Parliament will remain advisory, but the one of court is mandatory. So, honorable colleagues, I don't want to sit here and I feel I can direct that pay tomorrow and then money will be released. No, I know I don't have that power.
The issue of a land dispute where the government acquired about 17 acres from Karuma Primary School also came up. The school claims it only gave up 4.5 acres. Minister Nyamtoro responded to this concern.
We take note of the committee's recommendation and commit to update the boundary opening report that was prepared during the design of the facilities.
The Karuma Hydropower Project is expected to be completed by September 2025, increasing the urgency for the government to finalize the resettlement process. Deputy Speaker of Parliament Thomas Tayebwa has given the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development 1 month to provide a satisfactory response.
I know you're going to bring many supplementaries. I don't think we would reject the supplementary of compensating these people who have suffered for long, whom you've been told are dying and all that. So we request we don't wait for the budget of 2025-2026.
The Committee on Environment and Natural Resources also conducted an oversight visit to the Karuma Water Processing Unit, which is set to be completed by December 2024. This project aims to increase water coverage in the Greater North, including Gulu City and Ajumani, among other regions.
What we are told is that even the areas along Karuma, Gulu, that is the areas of Konakamdin, the areas of Minakulu, Bobi Paidwe, Palenga, Koro, all those areas will have to be served water. Of course, there are also other areas, the other side of Oyam.
We believe that with the time, the second phase will be commissioned, and the third one. So as a committee, we will proceed today to another World Bank project, which National Water is doing for the greater Adjumani area, which will also supply the neighboring districts of Obongi and eventually maybe as far as Omoyo.
The MPs praised the National Water and Sewage Corporation for the 30 cubic meter project, which is 95% complete.
And we looked at this big tanker, storage tanker, which is erected in Gulu, and it's going to be capturing water from Karuma, water worth 12 million liters per day.
This project is part of a World Bank initiative being implemented by the National Water and Sewage Corporation. Unlike the Karuma Hydropower Project, the land for the Karuma Water Processing Unit was acquired and settled before construction began. Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gutabenji, UBC News.